It is November, late November, and they're still blooming?
You have done such a good job on temperatures this year. It's amazing.
Toby was impressed with my knockout roses still in bloom, but said if I want to make a good impression come spring, to go easy with the clippers on the perennials now. Tip 1, light on the trimming.
You could reduce your knockout roses by 1/3, cutting them back to about 2 feet from the ground.
Knockout roses will grow 6 feet tall if you let them.
You've not done a good job here.
Toby was looking past the blooms now, down at the ground where he saw dirt instead of mulch.
And they should have about 3 inches going into the wintertime. It can be 2 inches in the summertime, but at least 3 inches in the wintertime over all the plants.
Tip 2, heavy on the mulch. It helps insulate and protect the plants.
With all the snow on the ground, that is your best insulation there is.
And with 44 inches of snow last year, it kept the plants plenty protected and moist. But this winter will have much less snow, according to my winter forecast, which leads to tip 3, water.
People have put their sprinkler systems to bed, and they don't like getting out when it's a little bit cool and watering, but plants have to have water. Now, you don't have to water every week like we do in the summertime, but if we have a dry period and we go 2 weeks without moisture, you need to water your plants and you need to water your grass up until the ground freezes solid, and that's going to be probably in January.
Turns out the lack of recent rain led to these dry brown spots in the backyard. If you have bluegrass, you might have them as well.
This is a disease called summer patch.
Toby says it's a result of not watering during the hottest part of the day and the hottest months of the year. Contrary to popular belief, bluegrass needs cooling off at midday, according to the latest research.
Dr. Joseph Vargas Jr. at Michigan State University has done research for over 30 years on how to water bluegrass in the summertime. 11 in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You water during the middle part of the day. It cools the plant down. It relieves heat stress, and it does a whole lot more.
Toby says my summer patches would fill in on their own, but if yours are bigger, tip 4, seed.
Seed between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and by doing it by seeding then, the grass will come up about a month quicker than if you waited until spring.
Toby says seed it now, water it once, and then forget it. By late February or early March, you'll have grass growing. Last tip, fertilize.
75% of the fertilizer that a lawn needs throughout the entire year should be applied in the fall, and people don't realize that.
Toby recommends 2 winterizer fertilizers in the fall, either October and November or November and December. Just make sure they're 4 weeks apart if
you want to have a beautiful lawn. If you want an average yard, then don't. I don't like average yards.
No, I don't want an average yard. I want the number 1 yard in the neighborhood.
You're going to have the number 1 yard in the neighborhood.
All right.
I guarantee.
That's great. Fantastic. Thank you, Toby. He's on every Saturday morning on NBC Action News. You can watch him tomorrow morning. So great job, Toby. Thank you very much. But it's time for Friday Night.